Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, being well starts with eating well, and Woolworths is here to make sure that you give you and your family the best nutrition. So, to tell us a little bit more about this, and especially the Woolworths Manifesto and their commitment to keeping you and your family healthy, is Daisy Masiangoako, Senior Marketing Manager of Woolworths. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
You're making me a little nervous. So lovely to have you here.
Thank you, thanks.
You know, I have had the joy of working with Woolworths for years and years and years. In fact, I did, the very first, one of the campaigns that they did, I did the sleepwear and the lingerie campaign for them. And throughout the years, I've just obviously loved Woolworths so much. But I never knew that you guys had a manifesto. What is it?
Well, the manifesto is a declaration of what we believe good food or eating well is. So it's a guide and a commitment from ourselves to say this is the only food that we will produce. But also customers can look at it as what they go to as a sober guide, because as you know, with a lot of information that's out there, people don't know what is the right information. Yeah. There are extreme diets. Totally. Every now and then there's a trend of food or a trend of diet that comes. So this is just to say, if you want to have a balanced diet, this is what we believe it looks like. It is prominently displayed in our stores. So you can find it in the entrance of our store and just familiarize yourself as a customer to say this is our point of view on what eating well looks like.
Yeah, and you obviously do so much work in making sure that all of the information is the best information out there and available. Yes. Now let's talk fruit and veg, because that is always what I fill my trolley up with the most when I'm at Woolworths. We all know about sustainable fruit and veg. What does that even mean?
Sustainability is a word that has been thrown around, but what it actually means, it just means you are doing things with the future in mind. Yeah. So we talk about farming responsibly, fishing responsibly. Yeah. You are literally responsible in the way you do things. Your manufacturing of food doesn't come at the cost of the earth. Your farming doesn't come at the cost of farm workers. So we integrate the whole system. So, I mean, in short, it's just an inclusive way of working with our farmers, with our communities, and creating healthy ecosystems. And the reason we talk about sustainability so much is because we are in the middle of a broken food system. So we never talk enough about that. So we always talk about sustainability, and people wonder what's the big thing. System? So, I mean, people have demanded food, and manufacturers have produced it at a rate at which we actually didn't look at what is it, the effects of it. What is it actually costing the planet? So as a brand, we have committed a long time ago when we started our good food journey to say the only food that we will produce will be sustainable. A broken food system means exactly that. Either the food is not good for you, made with preservatives. We're talking about meat that's got hormones and antibiotics, which has detrimental effects on your body, of how the makeup of our bodies, because it's foreign system in our bodies. We're talking about healthy seas, just farming sustainably, not farming in a way that you draw everything out of the sea. You only take out what you need. Totally. Yeah.
You mentioned meat, and let's quickly touch on that, because I know Leonardo DiCaprio is putting so much money into people not eating meat as much, but it's just so good for you and so delicious. So, I mean, what is free-range meat? I know you guys do free-range meat. What does that mean? And are there any health benefits, I suppose, to eating free-range?
Free range goes back to another point of talking about animals and making sure that also what we take into our bodies is good for us. So it's exactly what I mentioned. No animal will be treated with hormones or routine antibiotics. Free range means that the animal, the cattle, the sheep are free to roam. So you are not restricting them. Yeah. It also means that you have the input in terms of what we use in baked goods. Everything that we do with free-range eggs, so it extends to eggs as well, free-range chicken. But you are eating a healthy protein that doesn't come with a lot. Yeah. So, I mean, that's literally that.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, our oceans at the moment are in an absolute state. However, that Woolworths salmon trout I basically have every single morning. It is amazing. But our oceans are overfished. What is Woolworths doing about this, to address it?
If you go to every fish counter that we have a list of what is red-listed fish, and we commit as a brand to not sell any fish that red-listed.
Yeah, and that's SASSY list.
Yes, so you will find a list of fish that's still available in large volumes that we believe you should eat. So I advise everybody, if you're at a Woolworths counter, there's a very comprehensive list of what is and what is not. And you can educate yourself on what then sustainable fishing is. Yeah.
What else is Woolworths doing to make sure that people make the right food choices?
We have logos in the store that guide you. So when we talk about farming for the future, if you want to understand whether or your produce or your fruit is farming for the future, you'll see a little logo saying farming for the future, fishing for the future. We have all these logos that I think we can unpack at a different time. We also have plant-based offerings. To your point, we're talking about people like Leonardo not pushing for eating meat because its production is heavy on the planet. So we have gone with an entire plant-based range, and also you'll find a little vegan logo that guides you to say this is vegan. If it's not vegan, then it's vegetarian. It can be vegetarian with milk and honey. But all over the store, we have literally all these amazing offers. We have active ranges for active customers who work out, exercise, healthier ways of snacking. It's all sorts of things, Jenny, that we're doing.
That is absolutely brilliant. And of course, the manifesto is displayed in store for you to go and have a look yourself. Thank you very much for being here today. I'm going to Woolworths after work just to fill up my trolley again. I'm inspired. Now, this has really been super insightful, and it's good to know that you can find the food that you need to live well easily at Woolworths.